asked a marine biologist about the girl who thought whales roll across land. Her response made the original story even better. During a college party, I told the story about the girl in my driver's ed class, who believed whales travel across land by rolling. A marine biology PhD student overheard and said, "Ugly, that's not completely wrong." Now I can't stop thinking about what she told me last weekend. I was at a house party telling my favorite ridiculous story, part the one about this girl in my driver's ed class 5 years ago. Our instructor was explaining why you shouldn't swerve for animals on the highway, and this girl announced there were only 2 animals she'd swerve for: dogs and whales. When everyone laughed, she got defensive. The instructor asked how a whale would end up on a highway, and with complete confidence she explained that whales swim to shore, flip onto their sides, and roll across the country to reach other bodies of water. I was mid-story when this woman I'd never met nearly choked on her drink. She introduced herself as Ellie, a marine biology PhD candidate, and said, "You are not going to believe this, but that girl wasn't entirely wrong." The party crowd gathered around as Ellie explained that gray whale calves actually do roll in shallow water. They'll swim to shallow areas, roll onto their sides, and spin around playfully. Some researchers think it might be how they learn spatial awareness or practice breathing control. Obviously, they don't roll across land, Ellie laughed, but the behavior she described does exist in shallow water. It's called body rolling, and it's well documented in certain whale species. She pulled out her phone and showed us videos of baby gray whales rolling around in shallow water, looking exactly like they were practicing for some imaginary cross-country journey. The funniest part, Ellie continued, is that indigenous communities in some coastal regions have legends about whales transforming or traveling on land. These myths probably originated from people observing real behaviors like breaching or body rolling and creating explanations for them. Everyone at the party was losing it. My ridiculous story about the dumbest thing I'd ever heard someone say had accidentally connected to actual marine biology research and indigenous knowledge. I messaged the driver's ed girl on Facebook yesterday. "Pern, we haven't spoken since high school," I wrote. "This is random, but remember when you said whales roll across land in driver's ed? A marine biologist told me you were partially right about whale rolling behavior, just wrong about the land part." She responded immediately. "My grandma grew up in a coastal village in Alaska and told me stories about whales rolling. I guess I mixed up the details, but I wasn't completely wrong all these years. I thought I was sharing a story about someone being hilariously misinformed for doubt. I was the one missing crucial context. The girl wasn't making things up. She was sharing distorted fragments of both scientific observation and her cultural knowledge. Now I can't stop wondering how many other ridiculous things people say might actually contain kernels of truth. We're not educated enough to recognize